Hi everyone, it's Farmer Dean from Tangletown Gardens here. Welcome to the farm. I want to show you a little bit today, talk about a few different things, but hope you enjoyed last week's share. It went really well for us, and hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully it went well for you in your kitchens, and that you're still enjoying it. So I want to talk today a little bit about imperfect produce. It's something that you've all heard mentioned and you've heard talked about before, and we happen to have some of that as well. And so one of the things that is kind of a big deal in this country is I've seen estimates that between 35 and 40% of all of the food in this country is wasted. It gets thrown away because it's not perfect. So we have something this week that we're going to put in your share box that's not perfect. However, it still has the same nutritional quality, the same nutritional values, and the same taste. So Lucia came to visit. She wants to talk too. Hey, Lucia. Anyway, so sorry about that. So what I want to talk to you about today is what we spray and what we don't spray, and some of the results of that, and how that might impact some of the food and the perfectness of it. So this is an entire field of Pac Choi. It's a variety called Mei Qing. It's a very delicious, very mild variety of Pac Choi, and one of the things that everything in the brassica family has as a nemesis is this tiny little bug called the flea beetle. And we have them too, and partly because we use a lot of cover crops that have brassicas in them, or tillage radishes and turnips and things like that, which are very good for the soil, but they also help foster the flea beetles. So we have this week this beautiful, beautiful batch of Pac Choi, and because the flea beetles are such a little persistent thing, that in the spring when we're just getting going, when they're most active, we need to be able to spray them quite often. And what we spray, because we don't use harsh chemicals and we're using things like soaps and neem oils and things like that, we have to be able to do it often. And unfortunately this spring, as you know, has been very wet, and it's been very hard to get into the fields always when we would ideally like to do that. So as a result, we have Pac Choi that has some holes in it. Again, it doesn't change the flavor, it doesn't change the nutritional value or anything about it, but we are going to actually put it in your share. So we have a decision that we have to make. We can either throw all of that away or till it in to be able to plant another crop, or we can give it to you. We're going to decide this week to actually put it in your share and give it to you. So it doesn't. So say hi, Lucia. I'm not sure why she's out in the field. She usually isn't. But anyway, so we have that choice. We can either till it into the ground, or we can put it in your shares this week and have you enjoy it. So again, if you're going to put it into a saute, a stir fry, anything that you would typically use a Pac Choi for, it's going to be just as good. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to get it home, you're going to rinse it, and likely you're going to take a knife to it and chop it up. So those few little holes in there are really not going to change anything. So anyway, so I wanted to just share that with you. Not everything that's going to be in your shares this year is going to be the picture perfect grocery store type produce, but it's still just as good. And again, we have that decision to make. We can either throw it away or we can make use of it, and that's a result of not spraying. Not spraying harsh chemicals sometimes leads to imperfect produce. So anyway, so I just wanted to talk to you about that a little bit today. Happy week 2. We're really excited that week 2 is here, and again, week 1 was really fantastic for us on the farm, and hope you enjoy the second week of the CSA.